Hey guys, how you doing? No Bears Den this week, I'm afraid. I really haven't had time. So here's a review for Capcom Arcade Stadium. It's genuinely a great game, and you should play it. So just listen to the review, see what you think. See ya, bye.
Hey guys, codename Big Bear here, or Stuart if you want to call me by my first name. Today we're going to be looking at a game called Capcom Arcade Stadium, and I am playing the PlayStation version. There was a version on the Switch that came out back in February, and if you downloaded that you got to play 1943 Battle of Midway and Ghosts and Goblins for free, and then you would have to buy packs as well, as you would with this version as well. And these packs include things like Dawn of Arcade, which includes games like Vulgus, 1942, Commando, and Bionic Commando, which is very, very cool. You'd have Arcade Revolution, which is another pack featuring Strider, Dynasty Wars, Carrier Airwing, Street Fighter 2, Arcade Evolution, which has things, that's another pack by the way, which features things like Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyperfighting, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Cyberbots, Full Metal Madness, and Armored Warriors, which by the way, Armored Warriors is so good. If you haven't played it, I fully recommend. But this game on the PlayStation has impressed me this much. I was given a code for this game by Capcom and PlayStation, so thank you very much for that. But I will be purchasing this on a Switch so I can really utilize it fully with my flip grip as well at some point. But truly, if you are into retro games, at least if even just a minute amount, I would recommend picking this game up. It's got so many classic arcade games that you pretty much can't play without original hardware that only if they were released. And if you can't find a place that has these machines, for instance, I only know one place that has 1942, and that's a bar called Kong's in Bristol, and it's the only time I've ever been able to play that game. I've played it a few times, I really actually enjoy that game, and with this I've been playing it a lot more. But that's my point, I'd only be able to play it in coin operated machines. Now you can play it on your console, which is very, very cool. There's lots of things you can do in this game as well, to these games, to make them easier for yourself, make them harder for yourself. You can really challenge yourself. You have the rewind feature, which is a kind of a standard in these kind of games as well. Any kind of remake, you can rewind and get that pixel perfect jump, or you can speed up the whole visuals, so you can have bullets firing at you faster, enemies coming at you faster, you move faster, or you can slow that down as well. But then you can go into loads more detail with it as well, which is really, really cool. You can specifically speed up or power up the enemies, or you can specifically slow yourself down or speed yourself up. You can add more damage being given to you. You can reduce the amount of damage being given to you. You can add more lives that you can have per credit, which is just fantastic, because it just means that if you are playing these games and you're really struggling, you can make it a little bit easier for yourself, or a little bit harder if you're really kind of getting too good at it and getting a bit bored. So there's tons of variety just in the options that this game gives you. Not only that, you can change the aesthetic of the game, whilst you're playing it itself. You can have it full screen, or you can have a virtual cabinet. You can have borders, you can do all sorts of stuff here as well. I'd recommend not throwing it onto widescreen. Mostly it stretches the games out and it doesn't look right, but that's up to you. If you want to play with an entire screen filled with the entire game, then you can do that. You can also, rotate the actual game as well. So if you've got your TV on its side, you can have, an upright vertical looking television. So I don't know, that's up to you again. But back to that aesthetic. This is a cool looking game. You go into the menus, you have all these arcades there, but even right at the beginning, when you load the game up and it gets that title screen, you have the most Daft Punk sounding intro music about playing arcade games I've ever heard, to the point that I've gone back and listened to Daft Punk Discovery quite a few times since getting this game just a few days ago. Yeah, I'd recommend that album if you've never listened to it. But this is very, very cool. So Capcom have actually stated they are not finished with this game. They are not finished adding more games, which means they could be bringing out their previously licensed games. They might be looking at getting Alien vs Predator. If that's the case, that has never been on console. It's never been available outside of cabinets, or if you were that way inclined, ROMs. And I cannot wait if that's going to be the case. We might even be able to get Capcom vs SNK, which is just a mad fighter. And Capcom versus games do so well, and they're so brilliant. I mean, look at Capcom versus Marvel. It's just that's a great fighting game. I'm not big into my fighting games, but retro ones, oh, you're gonna get me there. But it also can mean things like Street Fighter vs X-Men, which is a game I played once about 20 years ago. I found one random cabinet and I played it for about an hour, just chucking pound coins in it to get as many credits as I can, and I didn't get very far at all, but I loved every second of it. It was so good. But this is a great collection of games that you may have seen elsewhere, but this is now the definitive version. The fact that you can alter the games as much as you can is so cool. The packs I mentioned, you got the Dawn of Arcade and all that. They are packs that you buy separately. You can buy them all at once. Personally, I reckon just buying them all at once and just giving it a go. But I really do think I've gushed on about this game. I do have a written review on our website, respawning.co.uk. Please check it out. The link will be below. And if you enjoyed this, video review, give us a like, share, and subscribe. That would be really, really amazing. Have a little comment down below. Speak to me. Tell me what you think. If you played any of these games, let me know which one's your personal favorite. Let me know which ones I should play, because I haven't played them all just yet. There's a few I haven't. If you think maybe I should play Pirate Ship Higamaru, I definitely pronounced that wrong. Let me know if I should play that game, because I haven't put it on yet. So yeah, guys, have yourself a great day, and don't forget to be nice to each other.